And so this is for people that leave legacies. This is for people that build something that is up to today continuing to benefit and has benefited a lot of people. This is a dedication to this man that you see his picture. He built up a children's home. There was none, and it was the first one, and one of its own kind. He built out young Muslim children home in Garissa. And so I'm saddened today to hear his passing. But he has built himself a legacy that will last forever because many have benefited from his philanthropy work. He has educated hundreds, if not thousands, of young men and who are successful. And so I am dedicating this show to him and just to say thank you for what you have done in enabling and uplifting the communities of Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera, and many other parts of the country as well, honestly, because Young Muslim was for everybody. You had people from Mandera, you had people from Garissa, you had people from Wajir, and you had people from eastern part of the country, and also Nairobi. Especially this place was for people who would have not otherwise been successful. Or success is I don't want to say that, but I want to say this is dedicated to him, because without him, a lot of people will have found it harder to either get an education, a home, a place. It's a boarding school. Amazingly well built boarding school, Young Muslim that is, and he built up a very strong, educated, young men, doctors, lawyers, and I'm not talking about 5. I'm not talking about 10. I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of young men that went through Young Muslim successfully from young age until they went to primary school, to high school, to university. And some of them, a lot of these people still have deep connection to that school in Garissa. What a legacy. I mean, this man is not even from Garissa. This man, not a Somali. This man, he had a vision, he had a dream, and built up one of the best primary schools, best boarding school. I mean, this place was self-sufficient. There was nothing that it needed from either the government or politicians or anyone. This system he built was its own system. It relied on itself. And that's a legacy. And I wish our politicians from Garissa and Wajir and Mandera followed on his footsteps. And I hope he is going to be an example for them or anybody that is going to be wanting to run for office. Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera want a political position. I hope you emulate this man's example of coming to a place. I mean, you're talking about late 70s, 80s. This man came to a town that had very few population, very few shown, asked for a piece of land, school that benefited many, many, many people. Many people. I'm not even, it's not even hundreds, thousands of people that went through that school, got educated, became teachers, became doctors, became lawyers, became politicians, became everything you can think of. Man's vision produced many successes in Kenya and more so in Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera. See, that's the thing. It's not only Garissa. It's with Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, and many other places across the country in Kenya. So I heard he passed away, and I just wanted to really, use him full, because what I had there was better than what I could have had anywhere else, and the schools that I went to, the primary schools that I went to before. I mean, this place had bed, and the best bed. I mean, you can imagine. And this place had water, its own system of water. Like, it didn't need water from the government or the county council then, or it just had its own purifying system. I mean, this school had, high volume freezers. I mean, this school had breakfast in the morning, and this school, people ate lunchtime. We ate goat meat for lunch. And even in between breakfast and before lunch, people were eating milk or drinking milk, drinking milk with scones. This is a legacy we want people to emulate. This is what our leaders to follow. What legacy with a vision came to Garissa, built up a school, and I'm telling you, and I'm not the only one who can attest to this. There is thousands of us that he has educated. But for him and his vision, and his plan and his legacy, then young men and women, men so men, will not be here, will not be educated, will not be teachers, will not be doctors, will not be politicians, will not be journalists like I became a journalist. I will not. And it was a safe space for every kid that I knew going through that school. It was a safe space for all of us. And it was non-political, non-tribal, as far as he could have pushed that away, he did. And so you had people from Mandera, you people from Wajir, Garissa, and many other parts of the country coming to go to school there, boarding school. It was fun. Of people, diversity. You had people of every clan and tribe and color and skin, and people were just there. Everybody was the same. No one was treated like there's no one specific person in my memory that I know that was treated like a royalty. Everybody was the same. We had the same kind of clothes, same kind of uniforms, same kind of locker box, same kind of bed. Everybody was equal. We all ate the same kind of meal. Sheikh Moti Rasool, the founder of Young Muslim Children's Home in Garissa, that is the templates, that is the legacy. Look, man, no one can take that away from him. And guess, it's going to be blessed. He's going to be blessed forever. Millions of us today, not millions, but thousands of us today who went through that school are praying for him. He just passed away, but he wants to drive the most expensive car. Show off. You want to show off. You want to create this illusion. Oh, we have a cultural event in Garissa, and with the first one ever. It's an illusion. Doesn't help. The thousands and thousands of people who don't have medicine at the hospital, the thousands and thousands of people who don't have water in their homes, the thousands of children who cannot go to school because of insecurities in many parts of that region, the thousands and thousands of us who cannot travel from one place to another because of lack of infrastructure and roads, the thousands and thousands of us is unfortunately where we are when it comes to politics in Garissa and Wajir and Mandera and many other places. So we have a template. This is Sheikh Moti Rasool. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Make dua for him. He's left a great legacy. And for his children and for the people of Garissa, something you can be thankful that you got to have something like this, an institution like this that has benefited and continue to benefit the people of Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, and many other parts of the country as well. So thank you to Sheikh Moti Rasool for having a vision, for coming to Garissa and building up one of the best institutions, independent institutions, self-sufficient, well-run institution. And that is Young Muslim Children's Home. Today we mourn the passing of a great man. I hope in the future, or the near future, we mourn good governors, we mourn good senators, we mourn good MPs, and we mourn good MCAs that have living legacy for their people, that are fighting for their people. It's not about the money all the time.